Sound collision.
Passing 700 feet.
Oh, someone play the music at the end of Hunt for October. Dun. You arrogant ass. You've killed us.
Bird away.
Alright. Oh boy. I don't want to go after a battle group. That's a bit much. Stay away from them. Let's head back to the Danish Strait. I don't like these targets of opportunity missions because I want them to give me a well-defined region to operate in. Americans control Finland. You don't need to say country, Finland. I'm mean to the epic mod guys. I kid. Then airburst. When your T back out the river. Well, there's a little thing called entropy. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. Another Kiev. I'd want it to be a chicken Kiev. That sounds delicious. We're going after a sub. I'm going for that sub. Going for that sub. Boom. Like a bouse. Cookie Monster, hello. Oh, thank you kindly, Schrodinger. Yeah, I got right in there. ICM? What's that? Alright, we're not going to do all hands main battle stations. We're going to do closed too. Because I don't want to spawn 20,000 yards from this dude. Oh, I didn't finish reloading. Huh?
Con sonar new contact bearing.
Who do we have today?
Designated Sierra 2.
Excuse me. This is probably just a fishing boat. Komsomol.
Con sonar new contact bearing 203.
Not Komsomolets, but Komsomol. Oh, that's very close to golf. I don't think it is, though. Sorry if that looks weird. I'm trying to, like, reduce my angular weirdness with the profile lines. Well, we're well out of submarines at this point. Where was the initial contact? 228. I don't know who Sierra 2 is, but it's not a submarine. Unless I just completely blanked and went right over it. Andijan. No, the fourth frequency doesn't look good. Trawler, son of a gun.
Con sonar Sierra 2 is classified as emergency.
Alright, Sierra 3 is looking promising. Oh, at least you can read it. Taking electronics in college is fun. Trying to read those resistors when I'm colorblind doesn't work so well with those color bands that they use to identify the resistance. Where's the sub? None of these are subs.
Con sonar Sierra 3 is classified as merchant.
Beat me to it. Okay, let's see here. Oh, well, I don't have the toad deployed. That would be immensely helpful. Let's get away from the surface clutter that I don't think exists, but it's a habit from dangerous waters that I don't want to lose. Sierra 4, this could be our boy. Where is your boy? Hey, if you can hear the keyboard smacking, I apologize. It just feels good to smack a keyboard. Oh, that was close to golf. Why would a golf be here? It's not a sub either. Lottie frickin' da. I think this is another fishing boat. Son of a bitch. Well, there's always one way to get a sub out of hiding, and that's to go active. We'll do that one. Sure, fire
Sierra
up.
4 is classified as merchant.
They let me near electrons colorblind? They didn't know I was colorblind. Ugh. Yeah, playing DCS can be fun while colorblind. It's like, oh, I understand why you can't be colorblind and be a fighter pilot. Alright. Let's reel this bad boy back in, actually. And let's do that.
On sonar, switching to active search.
Aha!
Con sonar, launch transient from.
Oh my god.
Con sonar, launch transient from. Con sonar, we are cavitating. Con sonar, launch transient from.
Oh, they are pissed.
Come right to 309 Helm I.
Passing 300 feet. Con, fire control, we've lost the wire. Passing 400 feet.
How far away were those dudes?
Con, fire control, we've lost the wire. Passing 500 feet.
Seemed like about
Con sonar,
9 miles
no longer
away.
Cavitating.
No, that's not right. Like about 7
Con,
miles
Passing
away or something.
700 feet.
Yoish.
Passing 800 feet.
Alright, level at 1,000, please.
Passing 900 feet.
Oh, overshooting the hell out of that. Why are we overshooting so much? Stop it.
Passing 1,100 feet. Passing 1,100
Oh, what are you doing?
feet.
Go this way.
Make depth 1000 feet. Dive by.
If the game's zooming in and out, it's because I'm zooming chat or scrolling chat right now. I like how no one cares about the fact that I just got frickin' like plastered by enemy boats.
Sierra 6. Con sonar, launch transient from Sierra 6.
Wow, they're frickin' going ham. Okay, we're half a mile from Datum.
Making turns for 30 knots.
Keep on trucking, partner.
Tube 1 ready.
Wow, that's something else. Is that gonna lock onto that countermeasure?
On Sierra 5, bearing 202.
It is.
Dive at 1000 feet.
Keep
Dive
steaming. Keep steaming. That one's locking on too?
Con
Okay,
sonar,
good. It
Sierra
didn't. It looked like it
6
did for a
is
second.
classified as submerged
Oh.
submarine.
It disappeared. Thank goodness. Okay, that's good. That's all good. Oh, Alpha. Holy shnikes. Estimated range 16,000 yards.
Come left to 279 Helm I.
Alright, let's slow it down a little bit here.
For 20 knots. Maneuvering I. Con, helm, steady course.
Having feet in cold waters makes you uncomfortable.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 20
Oh.
knots.
Do you guys use meters in the British Navy? Because don't you guys use miles per hour? Like on the roads? Victor.
Con sonar, Sierra 5 is classified as submerged submarine.
Yeah, I always joke to people, it's like, you think America's hodgepodge of some metric and imperial units is bad, just go to Britain. Fuel and liters and fuel economy and MPG. What? What? You had one job, pick one consistent system. Okay, what's thermostats in your house? What units do they use? What is that? Did someone shoot? Oh, it's a... Okay, I thought someone shot a circle search torp that close, a standoff torp. Alright, where are these dudes at? Okay, they're kind of going back to chilling.
Make turns for 1, 5, 9.
Okay, see, what happened here was a start distance thing. I thought close to doesn't... I thought the start distance thing only affected battle stations, but it seemed to have affected the close to here. Unless close to was actually working in this instance. Use Celsius. I guess one little thing you could kind of say about Fahrenheit is that you can you get enough granularity without having to go into decimals of a temperature, but it doesn't really matter. But we also have two ways of identifying how cold it is. There's below freezing, which is below 32, and then there's below zero, which is like, holy crap, it's cold. I don't think I know of any other country that uses Fahrenheit. How far away is that torp? About 4 or 5 miles. Hello? They are far away and just chilling. This could take a while. Oh, 2 different frequencies on the sonar here. Man, that's a climb right there, dude. Holy crap. Excuse me. See you later, Dimitri. Temp of 107, not good. And then I guess for us, if you're sick, you got like 100 degrees Fahrenheit is like a good baseline for like, okay, you probably have a fever. Because in Fahrenheit, normal body temperature is like 98.6. I forgot I snapshotted at them. That's why they're running. Alrighty, no layer, huh? Okay. Do I have a toad deployed? Do not. Let's get a little shallower. Let's start chasing them down here.
0 feet, dive by.
Actually, no, we still have to kind of get away from that torp. Let's just maintain course and speed. How far away are we now? 4 miles. It's fine. See you later, Schrodinger. Was it the Alpha that launched the full spread? Alright, these... Oh my god, he's going full bore flank. Yeah, he's gonna dodge the hell out of that torp. Surprised to see a hairdryer used as a capacitor run start motor. What does that mean? Captain, we're out of the lane. You're relieved. Orodin. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the Alpha that launched that spread. Went crazy.
Make turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering aye.
We'll have no problem hearing these guys at full, so might as well do it.
Maneuvering. Making turns for
Making all
20
kinds of noise.
knots.
90? That's insane. Oh, Victor's almost dodging like a human. He's doing the proper angle, 20 knots. Interesting. Both windings have a capacitor, but different values in one winding becomes disconnected in your operational RPM. Self-starting AC motor. Electronics are always in one ear, out the other for me. I don't know why, but it's always been that way. I think it's the fact that when you analyze AC circuits, you have to use imaginary numbers, and it just gets crazy. Gets real crazy real quick. Then you start talking about capacitors, inductors, all kinds of weird stuff. Where do imaginary numbers make sense? I mean, of course they make sense. Things are designed based off of them, but what other field uses imaginary numbers that makes me not want to hurt myself? I mean, I haven't used imaginary numbers since college. The one course that really cooked my noodle wasn't necessarily an electronics course, it was a controls course. So it's about like control loops for like I guess processes or something. Use like differential equations. That there were probably imaginary numbers involved too. That was just like ugh. And that was like control systems, so like more electronic stuff, like how to control like feedback loops and stuff for like a circuit or something. It was just oof. It was a lot for me to handle. It was like feedback loops, so you have to worry about like the different attributes of the signal, like the damping of it and the acceleration. And I'm trying to like map it onto like spring terms. I know like what like there's like the second partial derivative and like the first partial derivative, and then like the normal derivative term. No one's gonna know what I'm talking about unless they've actually worked with those things before. But it's like the spring on a car. You got 3 ways of resisting movement in a spring. Mass resists movement. That's just the weight of the car. Speed resists movement. That's the damper. Damper only applies force when there's a speed moving through it. And then a spring, which resists position. And those are all different derivatives of length, basically. So position is the initial measurement, speed is the first derivative of length, and then acceleration is the second derivative of length. So a spring resists position, a damper resists speed, and mass resists acceleration.
Come left 217, helm aye.
Victor 1 is very quiet. That's the first, like, Why is he on the surface? That's like the first Soviet boat that really started focusing. I don't know if like Victor 1 and 2 as much, but Victor 3, that's like, I think that's actually what's supposed to be the Walker boat, colloquially referred to as the Walker boat and not Akula.
Steady course.
I think Victor 3 was the one that really started doing the silencing that they were getting from the Walker spy ring. They have Victor 1 noise at 126 dB. I assume that's full speed. Alpha at 126 dB. I'm not sure which speed that's supposed to be referenced for. Alright, Alpha's still running. Doesn't need to be. I'm pretty sure these guys are just like out of range at this point. Yeah, we could end this if we wanted to. I mean, that Alpha's just pulling on me hard, dude. Even at an angle of 45 degrees, he's still got like 10 knots. He's still opening the distance on me by 10 knots. No poons. No, I used poons all in the last mission, but this one is all just subs. Oh, okay, yeah, he's on the surface. No, I don't have any poons. I used them all up in the last engagement. Doop-a-doop-a-boo.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 5.
Okay.
Last
He has
bearing
slowed down.
1.
We will too. He was at 0 on
5
passive.
knots. Maneuvering eye.
How loud is my 688?
Maneuvering. Making turn.
119 dB.
5 knots.
I don't even know why they bothered putting like a value on it. That makes it seem more precise than it is.
Con sonar
it's
lost
fine.
contact. Sierra 5. Last bearing 171. Contact faded.
In Epic Mod, they give you Sea Lance, but I don't take it because it never existed. That's just a Charlie-ism.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 5. Bearing 171.
The Ohio in-game is quieter than Astute. Decibels are linear when you plot them on a logarithmic scale. That's just pissing off everyone. Alright, I gotta pee. Alrighty then. We got shirts. Bottom limited, layer, and convergence zone. Never forget your sound speed profiles. Oh my god, my chat won't scroll. Why? What's happening? Okay. I don't think there are any subs in game that are quieter than that. The max ambient I feel like I've ever seen is like 105. But also putting one number is very problematic because, of course, different speeds. Masts up. Cavitating. What was I just about to say? There was some other thing I was just about to mention. Don't remember. Oh, don't hit a merchant. Yeah, distance too, but I assume that the dB is from like the source, so just like here, distance is a given.
Con sonar lost contact.
Scene
0,
108,
5,
huh?
Last bearing 169. Contact.
I can't
faded.
imagine the narwhal is much quieter than like 115 in this game.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 5 bearing 168.
All I know is sound is tricky because I know there's like dB in sound and there's also like dBA. And I never remember which is which. It all seems very confusing.
Con sonar lost
I think
contact.
dB is like the
Sierra
absolute
5,
power, and then like
last bearing
dBA is like
168.
humans' perception of the
Contact
sound
faded.
level, which is not linear to absolute
Con
power.
sonar regained contact on Sierra 5 bearing 168.
Yeah, narwhal is like a test bed for Ohio and Seawolf, which both have reactor pumps that don't turn on until a certain speed.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 5.
Like when
last
things say
bearing
that the Seawolf is like
168. Contact
quiet to
faded.
20 knots or like tactical speed to 20
Con
knots. I
sonar
think that
regained
means that the
contact
Seawolf's
on
pumps don't
Sierra
turn on
5,
until 20
bearing
knots.
168. Con sonar lost contact.
Reactor
Sierra
pumps, that
5,
is.
Last bearing 167. Contact faded.
See you later, Ghost Dog.
Con sonar
Thanks for
regained
stopping by.
contact on Sierra 5 bearing 167.
Yeah, the narwhal uses
sonar lost
fully natural
contact.
circulation
Sierra
reactor.
5,
It has
last
those
bearing
scoops.
167. Contact faded.
It's got those water scoops
Con
like
sonar regained contact on
these guys have
Sierra
too.
5,
That's not
bearing
related to the natural
167.
circulation of the reactor, but narwhal also has these natural
Con
scoops.
sonar lost contact. Sierra 5. Last bearing.
Randy, hello.
167. Contact faded. Con sonar.
Oh, I'm sorry you
regained
can't watch it
contact
live
on
due to your weak
Sierra
internet.
5,
Thanks for
bearing
stopping by.
167.
We're not doing bad.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 5.
Not doing
last
good either.
bearing 166.
Very much a stalemate.
Contact faded. Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 5.
Oh my god.
bearing
Can I tell myself to
166.
shut up? That's so loud.
Con sonar lost
Just gotta
contact.
turn my
Sierra 5,
speaker volume
last
down.
bearing
Talking over myself.
166. Contact
Surely when
faded.
the pumps start, they'll make a noticeable
Con
transient.
sonar regained contact on
I'm assuming
Sierra
they're not
5,
just on
bearing
or off,
166.
that they can be like ramped up like a computer fan. Motors make a very noticeable noise when they start. I'm sure there's dozens, if not hundreds, of people who have PhDs all working to make sure that those kinds of transients don't happen. I'm sure nuclear submarine reactor pumps are some of the most
Con
advanced
sonar
pumps on the
lost
planet.
contact. Sierra 5. Last bearing 165. Contact faded.
They're probably
Con
allowed to
sonar
spin
regained
with the flow.
contact on
You wouldn't
Sierra
keep it
5,
off.
bearing
That would just impede the flow, right? They probably
165.
spin with the flow.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 5. Last bearing 165.
But I guess if they
Contact
spin with the
faded.
flow, they'd probably take some amount of
Con sonar
energy out of the
regained
flow.
contact on
I have no
Sierra
idea,
5,
dude.
Bearing 165.
No idea.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 6. Last bearing 231. Contact faded. Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 6. Bearing 231. Con sonar
I
lost
don't believe that
contact.
Alpha is
Sierra
only 11,000
5,
yards
last
away.
Bearing 164.
No, we should probably slow down.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering aye.
How many torps we got left? 7.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 10 knots.
Hello, Tweeter99. Probably controlled by some sort of VFD so they can slow start and set the speed as needed unless their
Con
DC
sonar
motors
lost
pumps.
contact. Sierra 5,
VFD.
Last bearing 164. Contact faded. Con sonar regained.
I'm pretty sure
contact
pumps are
on
always hooked
Sierra
right into like
5,
the turbine
bearing
of the reactor.
164.
Pumps take a lot of power.
Con sonar lost
Like your
contact.
average like power
Sierra
reactor,
5,
like I
last
think
bearing
uses almost like a third of
164.
like the
Helm. Steady course.
power output of the
Con
reactor.
sonar
It uses a
regained
lot of
contact
power.
on Sierra 5, bearing 1.
Because like a standard American power reactor has to pump like 100,000 gallons a minute.
Contact. Sierra 6. Last bearing 231. Contact faded. Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 6. Bearing 231.
All I have to say, I think the
Lost
pumps are
contact.
AC. I don't know that they're
Last
DC. I
bearing,
think they're
1,
AC.
6, 4. Contact faded.
I have no idea though.
Con sonar
Do
regained
not know.
contact on Sierra 5, bearing 1, 6, 4.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering I.
Variable frequency drive. Like pulse width modulation.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 5, last bearing 1, 6, 4. Contact faded.
Alphas always freak you out, Duncan,
Cons.
because they're so fast.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 5 knots.
Where are these bros at? I'm sick of losing
Con
contact all
sonar
the time.
regained contact on Sierra 6,
Excuse
bearing
me.
2, 3, 2. Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 5, last bearing 1, 6, 4. Contact faded.
Motor's magnetic fields relate to the waveform of the supply. Okay. I'm not trying to be rude. What does that have to do with what we're talking about? Let's just split the difference. We need to get closer to these guys.
0, 7. Helm I.
They're slinking along. We can't pick them up.
Con helm. Steady course.
I feel like I'd definitely be able to pick them up in dangerous waters. I don't know about definitely. We're very close aboard. Apparently, even like, well, the reason to go way back earlier in the conversation, the reason I harp on like people calling dangerous waters like super realistic as opposed to cold waters. Apparently, in real life, like subs are so quiet at this point that like when American subs skirmish against each other, they don't even detect each other till they're like right on top of each other, basically. Like within like less than a mile. One watt of acoustic energy radiated. Yeah, I saw that from Emily. At first I was like, oh, that doesn't sound right. And then later I was like, yeah, I guess so, because like the water is just so much better at conducting sound than air is. Seems reasonable. I wondered like how much like a finger snap underwater, how much wattage that is. Oh boy, these guys are they've gone into slinking mode. They really are insane machines. Yes, indeed. They're very good at isolating the sounds. All because of those rubber rafts that all the decks are mounted on inside the hull. Isn't that crazy to think about? They're all basically just on like giant springs inside the hull. It's kind of floating around and bouncing around in there, for lack of a better word. Alright, are these guys still out here, or are they just kind of like slinking away?
Come left to 1, 1, 5. Helm I. Con helm. Steady course.
Okay, let's just keep driving
Right
towards
to
them.
2, 0, 3. Helm I.
We will find them eventually. Hopefully.
Con helm. Steady course.
I think the mounts are fairly solid. Oh yeah, no, they're definitely solid, but I mean, from a physics standpoint, they are still just like bouncing around. It's not like it's on like some 70s American jalopy suspension or something, but They are isolated from the hull, effectively.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 6, bearing 243.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a pretty moon. I've seen some of the sea power screenshots, and like their sun doesn't have like this width to it. It comes from just like a point here, like a point source. I tried to point it out, but no one acknowledged me, so I just let it be. Yo, boy, 9,000 yards, huh? Maybe. Gotta make these torps count. Where's that Victor? Still haven't reacquired him. Come on, Victor. Oh, he's in active range if he gets the sense just to start pinging. What's that about a point source? The moon. Like, the moon and sun, or like the sun in general, tends to be approximated as like a point source, but it's not really. It has a width to it. So, like, some sea power screenshots I saw showed like the emitted light from the sun on the water coming from just like a point and like radiating down instead of having like the width of the sun on it, and it doesn't look right. But in here they have it as having width to it, so that's something I mentioned, but they did not acknowledge it. But I do have Jewel Helm's contact info, so I can always let him know if I really wanted to. My attention to detail is impressive. It looks weird when you see it. I don't know. Because in the screenshot they show, the sun was like right here, but all the light was just coming out from like a point. It's like, that doesn't look right. It was just the one screenshot they showed that made it really obvious, just because how close the sun was to the horizon. 11,000 yards, hello. This is like the epitome of like, holy crap, we're gonna make really smooth hull sails. And then now when you look at like the Akula 3 Gepard or the Yasin, they don't really care as much about that anymore. But here with Alpha, they're like, holy crap, make it so smooth. I don't know if it's for, I guess is it for speed purposes, or they have like the SOX system that can detect like turbulence. And usually like, the rule is if you have a system that can detect something, you minimize your own ability to be detected by that system. I assume it's more of a hydrodynamic thing. I don't know. Alright. We're just gonna kind of keep going towards him. If he decides to go active at any second, he's gonna see us, though. The SOX system? I have no idea. I think it's fair to say sonar is still the best system. I feel like if SOX... I mean, I assume they wouldn't just put it on subs if it didn't work, but I'm assuming it's like conditions for working are very narrow. Like, I don't know if it's the kind of system you would just use for generalized search. More maybe to, like, kind of keep track of something you've already seen before. I have no idea. Because, like, you'd have to... The way it's supposed to work, like, detecting, like, radionuclides or, like, slight thermal blooms from reactor plants, like, you'd have to actually go through the place where the sub was to detect that it was there. You couldn't see that from, like, 3,000 yards away. You'd have to actually go through the wake of that submarine, I would think. IRST on the flanker. Thermal does not penetrate water well at all, so I don't think it could work like that. Water is very good at shielding thermal photons. Photons in general, but thermal photons in particular. It's supposedly able to detect like any kind of radionuclide that's like emitted from the wastewater of a reactor, which is potentially a viable means of detection because you don't expect to find much of that in the ocean, and if you just start finding like just a few, you'll be able to see that really easily. But you'd have to go through the wake of that submarine where it was, and I don't know what kind of radionuclides you can expect to find in the wastewater of a reactor, or what their half-lives are, or what kind of particles they emit, or what kind of energies those particles are emitted at. These all affect how long they last, detection ranges, all that stuff. Okay, 10,000 yards for Alpha. Still no hide nor hair of Victor. That's peculiar. Can we increase our sensitivity at 4 knots at all?
Make turns for 4 knots. Maneuvering eye. Con maneuvering. Making turns for 4 knots.
Did our detection ability for the Alpha just go down? Did he just lower speed? Is he diving, or he has like a weird slight down angle going on here? He's kind of porpoising. It was 12? Okay, not going crazy. That's odd. Why would it drop if I slow down? Let's see if it goes back up if I speed up.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Because it shouldn't be... Why does it go up when I speed up? Are they trying to simulate towed droop? It doesn't matter if there's no layer. Whatever, we'll stay at 5 knots. It's a rather quiet ocean, 81 dB. I think the lowest I've ever seen is 76 dB. What are some typical sound levels, dB scale? Decibel scale. Oh, okay. That one just says like loud, moderately loud, extremely loud. Give me an example. Okay, so we're at 80 dB. This is around city traffic or vacuum cleaner. Okay, and the level of sound that Alpha emits is supposedly around thunderclap or maximum stadium crowd noise. Well, thunderclap at what distance? Now I'm just getting to, I'm assuming close by. But yeah, I've seen 76 before, which is supposedly equivalent to approximately a shower, a toilet flush, or a dishwasher. I feel like a toilet flushing is much louder than a dishwasher. Well, dishwashers are so quiet these days. I don't know if that's... Who knows when this image is from. Soundstop.co.uk. Okay. Sound is weird, because there's like absolute levels of sound, and then there's like human perception of sound, which is not proportional. That is to say that human hearing is more sensitive to certain sounds and frequencies, I guess, or something. Excuse me. Okay, what's good with this Alpha? It's getting very close. I don't know about very close. It's getting close to getting me passively. If he decides to wise up and loose off a ping, he'll get me good. Where is this Victor? I don't know. He might start shooting when the fun starts here, though. Con sonar bearing 350 sounds like a vacuum cleaner at 11,000 yards. Well, let's go back to the scale for a second, because if you think of the power levels of a submarine, we're talking like tens of megawatts, which is an insane amount of power. To emit that little amount of sound is kind of excuse me, amazing. The Alpha, what does its reactor put out? Like 40, 45 megawatts? And of course, this is just like in game, but it's a decent guide. 45 megawatt reactor. And it's only putting out the equivalent noise of standing beside or near a siren. Upwards of firecrackers. Like, that's incredible. But I guess a reactor doesn't inherently make noise. You're not combusting something. It makes noise from water flowing around and pumps turning. But it's not like you're burning gas or something like that. Saab compares its submarine to a rocket on the website. In which way? How much noise it makes? That doesn't sound right. Rockets are insanely loud. I still need to get to a rocket launch in real life. That's something I need to do. Oh yeah, I mean, these reactors flow like thousands of gallons of water a minute. I mean, look at something like the Oscar. I think it's 2 reactors combined for like 200 megawatts or something. That's like almost a tenth of a commercial power reactor. It's insane. And that's all just to move one submarine. It's really weird when you think about like how much power a submarine needs just to move versus like a commercial reactor can power so many homes just for like electronics, like just how little energy electronics need compared to pushing this big ass thing through the water. Oh, we got the Victor back. Got the Victor. Oh, we're closing with this Alpha quick. It is definitely a crazy amount of water resistance. I can never remember if it's power or force, but I believe the power required to overcome drag is proportional to velocity cubed. So if you were to double your speed, you would need 8 times as much power. I think it's actually power, because force, or because when you break down power, it's like force times velocity or something. I always try to remember back to this from my vehicle dynamics course in college, but I think power is cube. I think force is squared. I think I'm right. Boom! That was actually a fun class. We actually, or was that internal combustion? I think that was internal combustion. But we took like the dyno curve for like a Corvette and like did numerical integration to estimate its like quarter-mile trap time and speed. That was kind of fun. I think we had like assumptions for how long shifts took and stuff. I probably still have that Excel spreadsheet somewhere on my computer. I haven't deleted any of my college stuff. Way more interesting examples than us. My professor for internal combustion engineering worked at the Aberdeen Proving Grounds on Humvee diesel engines and is a former F-14 pilot. So he was a very interesting person who flew in a Desert Storm. So, yeah, very interesting course. And then my nuclear engineering professor was a former nuclear engineer on a submarine. Oh, that's a great shot. Look at that. That's beautiful, dude. This game looks good. Was it Desert Storm or Iraq? It may have just been Iraq. I don't know. Somewhere over there. Somewhere in the Middle East at some point in time. No, I think it was Desert Storm. I think it was Desert Storm. All right, I think we're ready to light the tires. Light the tires and kick the fires. I think that's how it goes, right? I think we're ready to go here. This is why we haven't been picking up this dude. He's chilling on the surface at 3 knots. What are you doing? I'm looking for a submarine. It's big, it's black, and the driver is a very good friend of mine. Alright, whew. How are we gonna do this? Worked on drag racing cars. Nice. In my vehicle dynamics course, one of the professors worked on trophy trucks. He brought in like the damper from a trophy truck, and god, that thing was huge. Must have been like, it seemed like nearly like a meter long. It was a huge damper. Alright, so we're gonna shoot one of the Alpha, and then probably shoot one of the Victor, and then the Alphas are gonna have to evade at first. He's gonna shoot at us. We only have 2 paths of evasion. That's back this way, or towards the Victor, or just split the difference and just run that way. I might split the difference and just run between them. Let's reel this in. I'm gonna lose the Victor if I reel it in. Trophy truck? Just look it up real quick. They're like these huge trucks that they do like that Baja 500 race, just like extreme off-road cross-country stuff. Their suspension has huge amounts of travel. But no, it's not like Rallycross. Rallycross is much more controlled. I wish I did Rallycross in my old Impreza before I got rid of it. Never got a chance to. But I did do autocross. That was fun. Let's, yeah, we're gonna split the difference. Let's shoot.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
I think I'm shooting the wrong tubes at people, but that's fine.
Con sonar, launch transient from.
Make turn.
Con sonar, launch transient from. Come left to 074. Helm I.
Probably gonna lose these wires.
000 feet. Dive aye.
We're gonna go ballsy and turn it on, so we can get out there.
Making turns for 20 knots.
Oh, which course did I order,
Sonar
dude?
lost contact. Come right to 184. Helm I. Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 6. Last bearing 2.
I probably should not have dropped that countermeasure.
In the baffles. Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 6. Bearing 2 6 7.
Dude, flank, flank, flank. What are you doing?
Turns for 30.
Alright, actually we're gonna launch this Moss here.
Torpedo in the water. Bearing 300.
Con maneuver.
Come left to 147. Helm I.
Con, dive at 1000 feet. Dive aye.
Make turns for 3.
Alright, get cooking, good looking.
Maneuvering aye.
Oh, please brake left.
Con
Brake to
helm,
port.
Steady
To
course.
port. To port. It should because it's going that way. Ugh. Okay. Now's our chance to go. Goodness me. We still have that wire. Incredible wire.
Con, fire control. We've lost the wire.
Closer to Dakar. The Baja 500. Oh, don't lock onto me, you tit.
Come right to 163. Helm I.
Don't lock on.
Con helm. Steady course.
They locked on. Oh, is he Red Octobering that torpedo?
Noisemaker bearing 2.
You know what, give me a
7,
Moss.
7.
Speaking of the devil wire gone. Oh yeah, that's fine. I turned him on. That alpha, you need to like turn it on right away. I should have dropped this countermeasure earlier so these guys could have potentially hit it sooner. To go for this,
Make depth 600 feet. Dive by.
Con sonar.
Go for this,
bearing
moss.
280.
Alright, we're ballsing it up here. To climb higher, faster.
Passing 900 feet.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 6. Last bearing.
Passing 800 feet. Passing 700 feet.
Oh, goddamn
Passing
knuckle!
600 feet.
Con sonar. Con sonar. We are cavitating.
Con, torpedo room.
Oh, is it still locked onto me?
Con, knuckle formed.
Oh, Jesus.
Passing 500 feet.
Con sonar. No longer cavitating.
Make depth 1000 feet. Dive by.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 5. Last bearing 114. Contact is in the baffles.
Yoish. Oh, knuckle.
Passing 900 feet.
Oh no.
Con
Is that guy
sonar
coming right for me?
Contact.
Passing 900 feet. Passing 800 feet.
Con sonar.
Oh, he's beneath
launch
me.
transient
Okay.
From.
Passing 700 feet. Passing 600 feet.
Come right to 18. Con sonar. We are cavitating.
Make depth 700 feet. Dive by.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 6. Bearing 284.
I was thinking about slowing down to launch a Moss, but we're just too close aboard to these torps. We just gotta get cooking. Oh my god, someone just plunked in a torp right there. Holy Christ. Oh, that Victor is annoying. We should probably try and get something off on him. I just dropped the countermeasure.
Con sonar. No longer cavitating.
Take her down.
Make depth 1.
Con sonar. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 356. Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 288.
NGL? Why does that sound familiar? I can't think of what that means at the moment. Keep drop. Oh my god, I clicked out of the game. Keep dropping countermeasures. We got tons of them. Oh, dude, that dude is right there. That's not good.
Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 292.
Come on, drop me the next noisemaker. Let's go. Alright, full rise. Why are we still diving?
Con, knuckle formed.
Not the knuckle. I hate the knuckle. Fucking
Passing
knuckles.
1100 feet.
Con.
Oh,
Passing
boy.
1000 feet.
This is no bueno.
Con, knuckle formed. Passing 800 feet. Passing 700 feet. Make depth 600 feet. Dive by.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness.
Con sonar. We are cavitating.
Oh, this Victor is right frickin' there, dude. He's right there.
Passing 500 feet.
I can't shoot him. Oh, let's make the torpedo lock onto him.
Passing 600 feet. Passing 700 feet. Passing 800 feet.
Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 289.
Yeah, come this way. Come on. Come on.
800 feet.
Come on. Sound collision.
Passing 700 feet.
Oh, someone play the music at the end of Hunt for October. Dun. You arrogant ass. You've killed us.
Con, knuckle formed.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 285.
Oh, it didn't work.
Con sonar, regained contact on Sierra 5, bearing 252.
Passing 600 feet. Passing 500 feet.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
It should have worked. I'm salty about that.
Passing 500 feet.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Passing 600 feet. Passing 700 feet. Con, knuckle formed. Passing 900 feet.
I'm not shooting a torpedo him, that's too close. I can't risk it
Con,
missing.
knuckle formed.
Too much shit going on at the moment.
Passing 900
Dude, he's going 5 knots. I'm gonna drive right by him.
Passing 800 feet.
I can't go in front of him. He's just gonna shoot a torp right at me.
Passing 700 feet.
Oh my god.
Passing 600 feet.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Con, knuckle formed.
Jesus, dude. It's hard to get a sense of distance.
Con, knuckle formed. Passing 500 feet.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Passing 600 feet.
I think it's locked onto him.
Passing 700 feet.
No! Ah, knuckle! Oh my god.
800 feet.
Really I want... They turn on so easily.
Passing 800 feet.
You gotta be kidding
Con
me.
sonar, regained contact on Sierra 5, bearing 0.
Passing
Just go
700
active.
feet.
Just want to know where this guy is. Did we... Oh, we got the alpha.
Passing 600 feet. Con, knuckle formed.
Oh, that
Passing
angered me to
500
know.
feet.
To know.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Passing 500 feet.
Con
Okay.
sonar, no longer cavitating.
He
Passing
should lock
600
back
feet.
onto that Victor now. Damn, that was gonna be like... That was gonna be a perfect YouTube clip.
Passing 700
If it just
feet.
went right to him. It should go to him now. Oh, it blew up.
Passing 800 feet. Make depth 6.
Make
We're gonna
turns
shoot him now.
10 knots.
This is gonna be,
Maneuvering eye.
ballsy. Isn't there a way to shut down your torp? What's the shutdown command? Alright, slow down
Mag
faster,
emergency,
please.
Maneuvering eye. Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Where's it going? Torp's not... The sub's not down there. He's still alive! Still alive.
Shoot 2-4. Aye, sir. Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Oh my god, ugh.
Make turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering I.
Con sonar lost contact.
Oh, that was
05.
fun.
Last
That was
bearing,
cool.
2, 6,
I wish that
9.
knuckle had been
Contact radio.
formed. That would have been epic.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for
FFS. Oh, dude, that would have been so epic if that worked. I wanted that head-on pass to work, man. That would have been sweet. And awesome.
Make turns for 1.
That was still fun, though. That was pretty
knots.
awesome. That's why I love this
Maneuvering
game.
Con sonar.
The
Switching
visuals,
to
it's
passive
beautiful
search.
to look at. Request permission to change trousers. Permission granted.
Con maneuvering.
Man, that one went by quick.
0 knots.
Already been going for 2.5 hours. Well, that'll be a stream, y'all. That was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for coming out. I think I used like 5 torps in that engagement. Goodness me. Continue the mission with what? I got 3 torps. I'm going back to base. You can't stop me. Oh my god, don't touch that battle group. Is it just sitting there? It's just sitting there. It's odd. I think someone would launch some jets or something. Alright, let's get back to Holy Lock. Yeah, see you guys later. I'm just gonna rearm and get ready for the next stream here. Alright, anchors away. 18 hours. Boom. Save. Alright, see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Like we saw, consider hanging around, subscribing, following. We got merch. Links below. Don't forget your sound speed profiles. And if you're interested in chatting some more, feel free to join my Discord. See you guys next time. Have a good one. And as always, good hunting.